everybody. Thanks so much for joining us for Wake Up Charlotte to go on this Veterans Day. I am joined today by Brad Borders. He's the VP of Outreach at Purple Heart Homes. He also served in the U.S. Army. So, Brad, it's good to see you. And I just have to tell you, thank you so much for your service.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Yeah, Veterans Day is like prom week for veterans. So, yeah, there's all kinds of crazy stuff going on today. So, thanks for having me on. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you. So first, let's talk about Purple Heart Homes and what you guys do here in the Carolinas.
Purple Heart Homes started out here in North Carolina, but we're now nationwide. We've done work in almost every state in the country. We provide safety and accessibility renovations for veterans that have, housing issues. So we serve veterans of all eras, all ages. Doesn't matter when they served or where they served, just that they served. We also provide pathways to home ownership through our Veterans Home Ownership Program. And now we're building tiny houses now. So we're starting number 6 now. And so we're really excited about that. And the mission is growing and our list is long of veterans that need to be served. And we're very grateful to a little group of people in North Carolina are able to make a nationwide impact on behalf of veterans.
So what's that like for you to be able to give these homes to these veterans who have put their lives on the line for our country?
Yeah, well, there was a really smart guy that said it's more blessed to give than to receive, and it really is. So when we're able to sew up a project. So today we've been helping Richard's Coffee Shop through our partnership with Lowe's, and today we're sort of celebrating doing some infrastructure work there. Richard's Coffee Shop is a place for veterans in Mooresville, North Carolina, and so we're having a celebration today, and there's going to be a ton of veterans there, and they're going to have a Veterans Day parade, and I think that probably just the joy that we get out of seeing veterans taken care of, their needs met, and in this case, a place for veterans to gather and be in community with one another, so they don't have to live in isolation, which is a dangerous place to be. That provides us a lot of joy, and we're grateful to get to do it every day.
So Joy chiming in, writing, thank you to all who have served. Joy, thanks for writing that. Brad, is that where you're going to be today at the parade, or you talked about a lot of events going on? So
yeah, we'll be down there. We'll be down there this morning celebrating at Richards. I don't know how many veterans will be there. It'll be hundreds. They meet every Thursday. So if there's a veteran that lives in North Charlotte area, Cornelius, Huntersville, or really anywhere in the surrounding counties, every Thursday morning at Richards at 9 a.m. is a place for veterans to come and hang out. And so it's a wonderful place. So yeah, we'll be there today. It'll be awesome.
So Christina writing, thank you to all of our veterans. Christina, thanks for saying that. I should say that Brad and I originally met when I interviewed him for my grad school research. I'm studying journalists that cover traumatic events. And so you're actually a part of this program called Reboot that is a 12-week faith-based course. It helps veterans who have gone through trauma, and it's actually branched out to first responders. So for people who have never heard of this, tell us about it.
Yeah, Reboot is a faith-based approach to trauma recovery. There are 3 courses that you can look up. If you go to rebootrecovery.com, you can find a course perhaps locally to your area. There's a combat recovery course for veterans that have experienced the trauma of war. There's a first responder course for all of our first responders, police officers, EMS, firefighters, 911 operators, emergency room folks, across the board. And then now just this year, the founders of Reboot produced a course that's just a trauma recovery course for anyone. So perhaps, maybe that's something that folks are dealing with. And in the veteran space, we just finished our fall class a couple weeks back and had our graduation. And we had 7 veterans come through the class that were all either Iraq or Afghanistan veterans. And we had 1 Vietnam veteran. that came through the class, and we saw a lot of growth and a lot of healing, a lot of community restored, and it was a beautiful thing. And so, if folks are interested in that, you can certainly find out more about Reboot just simply through using that Google bar.
I interviewed some Purple Heart veterans not too long ago, and they talked about how long they went without talking about what
Yeah.
happened to them.
Yeah.
But they said it was amazing once they got in this group and talked to each other people who understood what they had gone through, how much it helped them. Talk about that with veterans and for people who have served, well, anyone in general, really. Is there a stigma with talking about trauma, but then how important it is to talk to others who have gone through something similar?
Yeah, I think I don't know. I mean, yeah, there could be a stigma. I think most of that stigma is self-imposed, though. And typically, what tends to happen is when people are experiencing the side effects of the traumatic experiences they've gone through, that they go into isolation, and they think that they are the only one that's feeling that way. And so, what we found out in our class is that as people start to kind of open up and share what's going on in their life, they begin to find out that they're not the only one. And when you're not alone, you can come through anything when you know you're not alone. And so that's really kind of the hallmark of the course, is it brings people together. It creates an environment of trust and a community atmosphere, and really familial atmosphere where people can trust each other and count on each other. And so what we see is, even after the course is over, it has a beginning point and an end point. Even after that, people continue to rely on each other. We've got like a text thread for all the people that went through this last course, and they're blowing my phone up, every day saying, "Hey," and then I know today it'll be crazy because it's Veterans Day. So, yeah, it's really neat, and that's happening all over. That course started in Clarksville, Tennessee, about 10 years ago, and it's nationwide now. And so if there's somebody out there, it doesn't take a professional to lead these; it's peer led, so anyone can lead one. So they're really neat.
That's awesome. So for anyone watching, how can we support our veterans, and then talk about what today really means to you?
Yeah, so I grew up in the house of a Navy veteran. My dad served before the Vietnam War. I joined after 9/11. I was 37 years old when I joined the Army, and so that was kind of dumb. But I, as I look around and the experiences that I had, one thing that I appreciate from the community is just the continual thankfulness that people have for those that have served in uniform. And as we see the population percentage dwindling about people who served, as we're coming out of warfare and going into perhaps hopefully and more stabilized pace of operations. It's really cool to know that we still live in a community where people are thankful and respect service to our country, and I think that means a lot to veterans. And I think too, a really good way for people to be thankful is to get involved in nonprofits like Purple Heart Homes or Veterans Bridge Home or Independence Fund, any of those organizations that take care of the needs of veterans when they can't take care of themselves. So giving back is always a win.
Yeah. Well, see a veteran, thank a veteran, not just today, but every day. And Brad, thank you so much for your service and for joining us today on Veterans Day. We
Thank you,
appreciate it.
Sarah. I appreciate you very much. Y'all have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.